concert stories. Gotta love them. There's so many that I could definitely go on forever about. But one of the most memorable moments I ever had at a concert had nothing to do with the band. Um, and it's not even a funny story. It's actually a savage story, to be honest with you. But it stuck with me, and it was one of those shocking moments where I had to look at my phone and see if I saw what I thought I was seeing. I actually saw, and I wish I'd taken a screenshot of it at the time. But I went to see the Tea Party, probably just before COVID, probably 2019, and nice small little venue, so it was nice and intimate. And you're side by side, pretty much everyone, because it's not a big venue. And I saw this message come across my phone. I might have had the camera out taking a couple pictures, and right as I was taking it out, I saw this message come across my phone telling me of a hotspot if I wanted to join the hotspot. And that hotspot literally said, "I'm cheating on this guy." And I was thinking to myself, that is the most savage way to try to brag and flex that you're cheating on someone, but yet at the exact same time, trying to get caught. Because obviously, this girl did not mind getting caught because she was literally advertising that she was cheating on the guy that she was there with. But that being said, it is one of my most memorable concert moments, period. And it literally has nothing to do with the show itself. That being said, the Tea Party put on a fantastic show that night. I used to like the Tea Party a lot. I still like the Tea Party. I've seen them probably 4 times in total. A couple times at festivals back in the day, and 2 times more recently, including this year. I saw them at Big Shiny Saturday, which was in Toronto. It was fantastic. I really hope they do more shows like that because it was a lot of bands that were from a album at the time they used to put out in Canada called Big Shiny Tunes. It was put on by Much Music, and it actually had one of the best lineups of music. And it was kind of also supposed to make us Canadians feel like our music was on par with some of the biggest hits out there because they would put us on a collection album with a bunch of the biggest songs at the time. So, we'd get some bands like Tea Party and Our Lady Peace and Biff Naked alongside with the Foo Fighters and all kinds of big name bands at the time. And it was great. And honestly, as a Canadian, loved seeing our Canadian artists up there with big bands and stuff like that. That being said, you're kind of sheltered back in those days too, without the internet the way it is now. And you didn't realize to an extent that our bands weren't big names all over the States like they are here. We knew, but it's a little different when you love those bands and you're following them and watching them all the time. You just don't know to what extent the following is all over the place. And Tea Party is one of the bands that did fairly well outside of Canada. And I definitely enjoyed watching them. But that one comment that came across my phone overshadowed their entire concert because now whenever I think of that show, all I think about is this lady bragging about cheating on her boyfriend on her hotspot, which just blew me away that someone would do that. But that is my biggest memory from seeing the Tea Party. And they put on a great show, but that's not what I remember.
And just a couple of pictures here from that show. It was a fantastic evening, and you can kind of tell it's a small event. When I think of Tea Party, I think of Temptation, but that's not one of the songs that got me into them. Fire in the Head. They also had Walking Wounded, The Messenger. They had a lot of really good songs back in the day. Painted Black was very popular. I remember that one for sure. So, by all means, if you get a chance, check out the Tea Party. They're a fantastic band. Appreciate your support. Please subscribe.